is a legendary kickboxer, but he's had one pro fight, boxing fight, and he won
in 2014.
Yeah, against a handpicked guy. So he's 1-0, and he's not going to be 2-0. We got a better chance of seeing King Tut make a comeback than we do of seeing Verhoeven pull off, which would be beyond the upset. It's just some agreement there. People were wondering that, I think, for a while with Joshua and Paul. Was an agreement to move around for a few rounds, then take the Usyk and put punches together. He'll take what you give him. He'll go to the body, he'll split the guard with the uppercut. There's so many things he could do. And again, it's going to be not can he do it, does he want to do it? Does he want to do it, and how fast does he want to do it? Does he want to do it when the bell rings and go after? Then he breaks the guy down. I think the over-under is 3.5.
Teddy Atlas has finally shared his prediction for the potential showdown between Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven. According to Atlas, Rico should not be underestimated, but he believes the kickboxing champion would be walking directly into Usyk's strengths.
Look, you don't take anyone for granted. He's a big, strong guy, Verhoeven. He's in good shape. He's physical. He's game. He's experienced in the kickboxing realm. You don't take anyone for granted, but he doesn't figure to have any chance against Usyk. And Usyk is serious.
Atlas also expressed concern about the crossover nature of the fight, while dismissing any speculation about a scripted upset, insisting boxing does not work that way.
There's some agreement there. People were wondering that, I think, for a while with Joshua and Paul. Was an agreement to move around for a few rounds, then take the gloves off and go at it. And of course, Joshua, I think, stopped him in the 6th round, if I remember correctly, whatever it was. But a lot of people didn't think it was go that long. We got that one right. We had the over. I think it was 3 rounds. We had the over in that one. But Usyk's not the kind of guy that would entertain stuff like that, I don't believe. I think that he does deserve an
Breaking down the matchup further, Teddy Atlas predicted that Usyk would dominate Rico Verhoeven and even compared the fight to a one-sided beating.
But he gives you a target. He's there. He's there. He covers pretty good, but when a guy covers like that and you're fighting a guy like Usyk, it's like having a heavy bag in front of you. Usyk will put punches together. He'll take what you give him. He'll go to the body, he'll split the guard with the uppercut. There's so many things he could do. And again, it's going to be not can he do it, does he want to do it? Does he want to do it, and how fast does he want to do it? Does he want to do it when the bell rings and go after? Then he breaks the guy down. I think the over-under is 3.5, right? Something like that. Then he breaks the guy down, he's got his under.
While many experts are giving Rico little chance, Max Kellerman compared the matchup to a real-life Rocky movie. He pointed to Rico's determination and underdog mentality.
He will have pulled off an all-time upset. But short of that, Mike, what's a win for Verhoeven here?
Max, I think Verhoeven, obviously, if he can hurt Usyk at any juncture in the fight, that's a win. If he can make it into the second half of the fight, past round 6, that's a win for me. And just being overall competitive and showing his boxing skills.
Offering a different opinion, Malik Scott rejected the Rocky comparison entirely. Scott described Oleksandr Usyk as one of the greatest fighters of all time and argued that Rico Verhoeven would need a Derek Chisora-style mentality.
It's not movie land. Like I keep saying, Rico is going against, to me, probably can be considered one of the best fighters of all time in every weight division. He can have some good moments. If I was him, I would go in with the Derek Chisora mentality. Make Usyk rush his offense. Don't allow him to think, because if Usyk is, if he allow you to think and give you time, that means he's going to destroy you. So it's going to be a long night for him.
Verhoeven's a 270-pound guy, and he punches for a living. He boxes for a living, just does other things incorporated as well.
Max Kellerman also highlighted Rico Verhoeven's size advantage and growing boxing experience developed alongside his kickboxing background. He believes Rico enters the fight with heavy pressure to prove himself against an elite champion like Usyk, which could strongly affect his performance inside the ring.
He just can't get bulldozed, you know what I mean? He can't get wiped out, right?
He can't just show up.
Right.
No, and
that's not a win. I think he's got to make an impression.
Yeah, Max, we had Rico on the show, and look, Rico, like you said, he's coming to win. This guy trains very hard for this opportunity. He's a very accomplished fighter, and he's a proud guy. I would be surprised if he wasn't in there throwing fight-ending shots. Whether they land or not, different story.
And you have Peter Fury in his corner that knows heavyweight boxing, so that's another advantage for him.
Have you worked with
Tyson Fury in the ring with him.
I was in a Fury camp many years ago, and Peter was his coach, and he was doing a great job with Fury at that time.
Man.
Going against the majority opinion, Jarrell Miller is openly supporting Rico Verhoeven. Miller praised Rico's discipline and dangerous style, explaining that his kickboxing background could create serious problems if the fight becomes chaotic. He also argued that fans are overlooking how unpredictable crossover fights can become and believes Rico has a better chance than many people admit.
Rico is very game. He's not no punk. So I'm going to throw up one in the air and say Rico, man. I came up on the kickboxing scene with Rico Verhoeven, you know, Glory and K1. Phenomenal fighter in his respectable sport. If you want to go by the statistics, yes, the fight's favorite Usyk, yes, Usyk's supposed to win, all that, yes, we can say that, but I'm going with my boy Rico.
Eddie Hall is also backing Rico Verhoeven, claiming the kickboxing champion has the power and intimidating presence to trouble Oleksandr Usyk. After training with him and seeing him up close, Hall described Rico as one of the most intimidating fighters he has ever encountered. He believes Rico's aggressive pressure and physical aura alone could become a major factor.
Right, and give me any single man on the planet, I'd pick Rico Verhoeven, because to me, he is the hardest ever met. If you ask me, you put Usyk, AJ, Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, Alex Pereira, Conor McGregor, line them all up, right? And say, right, which one would you want to fight the least? Rico Verhoeven.
Eddie Hall continued supporting Rico Verhoeven by insisting the kickboxing star is far more dangerous in a boxing setting than many people expect. Hall believes Rico would bring relentless pressure instead of a traditional boxing rhythm, which could potentially disrupt Oleksandr Usyk's style. According to Hall, Usyk may not be prepared for that type of non-stop aggression, and he expects Rico to surprise.
If there's one man on the planet you wouldn't want to fight, it's Rico Verhoeven. He is a fucker.
Wow. Okay, what an endorsement. You think he has a chance? You think he can win this fight?
100%. There's, I honestly think that Rico is going to be a big problem. Big problem for Usyk. Rico, you got to think with the kickboxing, I think, what is it, three 3-minute rounds or something?
Yep.
Yeah, and they are trained, so you got to think like they don't do the 12-round bollocks. Like they are trained just to give 100% for those 3 minutes. And you watch the fight ringside, it is forward, offense. They do not take breaks, and I think that's going to be a real shock for Usyk.
Johnny Nelson offered a more balanced prediction for the clash between Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven. Nelson believes the fight would likely go to the scorecards rather than ending in a dramatic stoppage. He expects Usyk to win by points, but not completely dominate Rico in the way many fans are predicting. Nelson praised Rico's fitness and physical durability, suggesting he could survive the full distance, although he admitted Usyk clearly holds the advantage in technical boxing ability. He also believes Rico would likely rely on clinching and slowing the pace to avoid being overwhelmed.
I don't think it'll be a points win for Usyk. I think Rico will be very fit, very strong, limited in regards to technique and comparison, but I think he'll be. I think he'll go the distance, he'll grab and hold, unless the referee jumps in and saves him. But it won't be a beatdown. I think my man will be very fit to try and hold it.
On the other hand, Dominic Ingle gave Rico Verhoeven virtually no chance in the matchup. He firmly believes the fight would only end with Oleksandr Usyk securing victory. Ingle questioned the hype surrounding Rico, explaining that he has not seen enough to suggest Rico can compete at elite boxing level. He also pointed to the massive experience gap between the two fighters and remained unconvinced that Peter Fury's coaching would significantly...
Usyk Rico, how do you think that fight's going to end on?
It can only end one way, can't it, with Usyk winning?
How?
Probably knock him out.
Early, late.
I ain't even seen the other guy, but unless
He's basically done what Usyk's done in boxing and kickboxing.
well, what does that mean? I think we've had this discussion before,
did,
haven't we? So, like I
With
say,
Peter Fury in his corner, will that make any difference?
why? Not unless Peter's going to jump in and have a go at Usyk. No.
I might share that joke with Peter. Hopefully, I'm going to see him tomorrow or the day after. I might share that joke with him. But so yeah, you reckon Usyk's gonna?
Even respected figures from the kickboxing world are expressing concern for Rico Verhoeven. Legendary kickboxer Peter Aerts gave a cautious assessment of the matchup, emphasizing Usyk's elite experience and physical authority, especially after victories over top heavyweights like Tyson Fury and Daniel Dubois. Aerts acknowledged the opportunity this fight represents for Rico, but warned that his limited boxing experience could make it an extremely difficult night inside the ring.
It's going to be very difficult for Rico.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have that experience in boxing.
Yeah, true.
And Usyk is really good, I think. And especially, he's not even that big, but he's beating all the big guys.
Yeah, but he's quite big. I met him last time in Italy. He's bigger than me.
Okay, well, let me put it like this. When I saw him fight with
Tyson Fury.
But
Tyson Fury is...
yeah, okay. I never saw Tyson Fury.
He's bigger than us, much bigger.
But anyway, he did very good. I was surprised. I think it's a big chance for Rico.
Yeah.
But he have to do his very...
Ernesto Hust also weighed in on the potential fight, stating that Rico Verhoeven would need to deliver a flawless performance to compete at this level. Hust believes the key question is how successfully Rico has adapted his kickboxing skills into pure boxing. He added that if Rico's transition has developed well enough, there is still a possible path to victory. However, he reminded fans that combat sports are unpredictable and Rico's size and strength could help him remain competitive longer than expected.
Exactly.
And unbeaten as a professional, so I think it's a big thing. But for Holland, they're going to put Holland on the map too, you know, when
in boxing.
Good. And you never know, you know. When I put my money, I put Usyk, but when you make good, one punch can be over, you know. You never fight is fight, you know.
Fight is a fight.
Yeah. So.
And so I hope that he will do good. And if he show himself and if he really show that he's good, that he evolved in the boxing and everything, I will be very satisfied.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think physically he can do.
Former heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr. also sees Oleksandr Usyk as the clear favorite going into the fight with Rico Verhoeven, although he warned fans not to completely dismiss Rico's chances. Ruiz praised Usyk's experience and status as undisputed heavyweight champion, while admitting Rico appears dangerous based on clips of his training and striking ability. Gareth A. Davies predicted the fight could reach round 7 or 8 before Usyk eventually secures a stoppage. Davies compared the matchup to Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, believing the gap in pure boxing skill, timing, footwork, and ring IQ would slowly allow Usyk to take full control.
It's a 95-5 fight. I don't know what the odds are. You probably got them, but I can't imagine Rico's got.
No, it's like a massive odds-on favourite. It's another freak show, isn't it?
It is. Well, we had
unless something crazy happens, but it can't.
Rico's got big right hands, but it's a different sport. We saw that when Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather. We had never seen Mayweather hit by an uppercut, but he didn't move when Conor hit him. Conor got exhausted because he used to go to the ground, because MMA is a different sport. So is kickboxing. Usyk, with that brilliance, that tip-tap-top, left, right, left, angles, he will exhaust.
With opinions divided among legends, champions, analysts, and insiders, the debate surrounding Oleksandr Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven continues to grow louder. Some believe Rico could shock the world, while others expect Usyk to make a dominant statement. Regardless of the predictions, anticipation for the potential crossover fight continues to build as fans debate who would come out on top.